Hey, mighty pals, are you here with me today to hear about my favorite tool? The tool I probably fell in love with 8 years ago and still use every day. The one that I have been very happy to give over my money every month. In fact, I just went in today to change the credit card on the renewal bill. Go ahead, Canva, take my money because it is a big time saver. It makes me look good and it helps me be consistent in my marketing. Simple and easy peasy for a relatively low amount of money. Also available totally free. So I wanted to talk about Canva today because I probably haven't talked about Canva in a while. Okay, I probably mention it like in, oh, I don't know, a third of the emails that I send. And you've probably also heard me drop this. And yes, I shared the picture to my Mighty Marketing Mojo community today for my Thursday tips. I shared some links and some cool updates from Canva. I also shared a picture. I am Canva user number 32,064. I joined when it was still in beta, like at the end of 2012, early 2013. And they sent out this big email thanking everybody when they hit the 2 million user marks. That was 6 years ago. That's how long I've been using the tool and how much I love it. And yes, I used it for free for years, and it is still a really robust free tool. Yes, over the years, I'll be the first to admit that they've put more and more additional features and graphic elements into the pro account that you pay for. You get a lot more things when you pay. Absolutely no question. For the $9 a month on average that I pay, it's worth it. I used to love, okay, I'm geeking this way. I used to actually like searching for stock images. And I searched multiple sites and I made sure that I got free royalty free images, and then I found Creative Commons, and I built up a stock collection of my own that is in the thousands. Uh, and then I wound up uploading them into Canva so that I could use them. Then, of course, let's face it, Canva kept adding in stock photos of their own, and they have deals with some of those other companies. And that's one of the huge advantages to paying for Canva for work, is that you get access to something like 75 million photos. And they've gotten much better over the years. I will say that, for example, I noticed in, I think about 2019, they started projects with other photographers to get them more diverse photos, that they recognized that there was a gap in their collections. And let's face it, we don't need any more pictures of a bunch of white dudes sitting around a conference table that equals business person. No, 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 no. So they specifically hired photographers to go out and to get more representative, diverse images, people, more real people, to be perfectly honest. And so that everything wasn't just young white folks. And I appreciate that there, if you search now, you'd find older women who are on the computers and doing things, and it's not all technically challenged seniors, and there are just more sizes of people, more races represented, more ethnic backgrounds, that the photos have gotten a lot better. And that's another big reason that I'm happy to pay Canva my monthly fee. Hey, Erica, absolutely, Canva rocks. You were with me. Yes, Canva rocks. And I do talk about a Canva a lot. Yes, yes, I do. I talk about it because people come to me and they ask me, Jennifer, what are the tools you use? What's the tech that you use? And more importantly, the question, and this was coming in through some of the new peeps in the Mighty Marketing Mojo group today, asking, how do I save time? How do I simplify? How do I save time? Canva. Canva is a huge time saver for me. And I am going to share my screen and we're going to go inside Canva in a second. And awesome. Somebody just, woo, you just signed up for Canva Pro. Awesome. That, I was able to do a lot, honestly, for years. And you can still do a lot. There are thousands, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of templates that are completely free. Having the pro version has made things speed up a little bit more for me. An example that I gave this week is for this Facebook Live. I go Facebook Lives through StreamYard. StreamYard's thumbnail to present and show, hey, this is what's going to happen. and not just a generic photo, but specifically, this is the topic of my Facebook Live that's coming up when I schedule it. It's 1280 by, I want to say 720. There's a size that looks good in StreamYard and looks good when it pushes it out to Facebook. So I have that saved as a basic template in Canva so that whenever I do a Facebook Live, you know it because it's going to look the way it's going to look consistent. It's going to have basically the same thing within, there's a picture in the background. It's going to tell you the topic, what we're talking about. We're chatting that it's a Facebook Live. I can reuse that later as the thumbnail for YouTube in most cases. So having set that up once as a kind of template of my own in a folder inside of Canva, and let's just go inside Canva and take a look at that, means that when it came time for me to get ready to do this live, and I wanted to have it, and I wanted to have the picture, and I wanted to share it in my email, I wanted to put it on social media, that it was easy peasy, literally about 90 seconds for me to get that video, that image for today's video ready. So this is Canva Pro. Okay, everybody, just so you know, this is not free. This is my paid account. I have a free one just for demo purposes. But for example, and I've got it open in another window, that here's, for example, I knew also I had decided what topics I was going to do for Facebook Lives on Thursday Tips in the month of March. So it was really easy I copied one of the ones from February because it already looks like I wanted to look like. It's got a image with a % blur on it. It's got this color. This is a % transparent. You can see that because you see up here, there it says 61% transparency. Really cool. Makes the text stand out a little bit better. You still get the image. You can see there's a picture. It's email. For me to go in and to drop over here to grab a photo, and it's showing me the ones that are recently used, and I can save ones, plus the ones I've uploaded. For me to drop in new photos and then just go copy, 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 copy down the page was super quick. And so see, there's the one for today, and see, it looks kind of design. And then there's another one we're going to talk about email marketing again. And then we're going to talk about content planning. The amount of time it took from maybe 90 seconds for one, maybe 5 minutes or less for me to have popped out the graphics for this entire month's lineup of Facebook Lives. They're all consistent. They're all branded. They have My Marketing Mojo on there. They've got the title and the topic. Easy. I didn't have to think about it. Not to mention, this is pretty much the same style of graphic that I use for the header, the featured image on all my blog posts. Again, consistency. And I think that was one of the questions that I've gotten asked about Canva. They're like, oh my God, Canva's so awesome. And oh my God, Canva is so overwhelming because look at all the templates. This is just Facebook. These are just Facebook templates. Everything that's seasonal shows up first. And this is literally just Facebook posts. This isn't even narrowed down for anything in particular. But here's all the templates. So it can get overwhelming. So you back up. You pick a single style, maybe two that are not too different from each other, but that fit you, your personality, your brand. I am not very floral. I am not a pink and flowery person. I'm a stripy person, see? So there are going to be certain styles that I'm not going to pick because they don't fit me and my brand, but they fit somebody else really well. This type of style with an image, a block, absolutely. This where there's like a quote or something on the left and an image on the right, or you flop them. You have 2 or 3 that become templates that somebody else designed that look good because Canva's designers created them. And all you have to do is swap the colors and the text. Maybe change the photos, if you need to make them your own. Don't use every template. Don't go grabbing and bopping back and forth between absolutely everything that's out there. Find a couple that feel like they fit your style, your brand, your personality, and become yours. Then that means you can crank out consistent good looking graphics with less time and less effort. I'm all about saving you the time and the effort, folks. Use the stuff that's here. The other thing that is really, really great and is over here up at Learn. Check out the design school with Canva. And I should put the link in the comments. If I haven't put it already, I will drop it in. Brilliant tutorials. If you want to get better with design because you want to be able to take a look at a blank Canva screen and start designing and putting things on yourself, there's the graphic design basics, the basics of color, complementary colors, why we use certain shapes, why we use certain fonts, how to design within Canva, as well as quick tutorials if you need to get around using the tool itself. If you're newer to it, if you've been used to using something like Photoshop or GIMP or Illustrator or Inkscape, I think I probably still have GIMP and Inkscape on my computer. I keep them because they can potentially open Photoshop files and .eds files. I no longer have Photoshop on my computer. I took Photoshop courses. It's a wonderful tool. It's powerful and takes me way more time. And even as somebody who's been taking photographs since they were 8 years old, I do not want to have to work in Photoshop. It's more than what I need. It's not easy peasy, fast and simple for me, where it is for other folks who've spent their entire living dealing with graphics. And it's better for certain other things. If you are designing something that needs to be printed in a book, that you're going to print a t-shirt, that you're going to print a mug and you're going to sell it, you might very well want to talk to a designer and use Photoshop, use Illustrator, and create graphics that you know are 100% original so that there's no question regarding copyright or trademark ability. There are certainly some questions that have been raised and questions people have sent to me about the image licenses with inside of Canva when it comes to commercial use rights. Like, for example, Canva has a thing, you can print things directly from Canva, like physical printed things. There are certain licensing, and there have been questions that people have been asking in various groups about along the lines of, could somebody print posters that they're going to sell? Somebody, if they're going to create mugs, t-shirts, and whether or not the photo licenses that come as part of your Canva Pro account would cover that. I am not a lawyer, and I understand that there are questions there. However, for your blog posts, for your images on social, for your images on Instagram, for your images on your website, you are covered by using that's the other reason why I have the Pro account, because I know the photos that are already licensed inside of Canva, even including some of the ones that, to be perfectly honest, they're coming from Creative Commons license sites. I know that. I've seen the same pictures. But the point is, it makes it easy because we are no longer sitting and staring at a completely blank screen and trying to draw things from the very beginning. So I showed you, you can see that I've got various images, that I've got quotes, that I've got some stuff, and then it shows me the other really cool thing of having the Pro account is folders and the ability for me to group things by my business, by projects for clients, by projects for my nonprofit, things that have been archived. There's all my folders. The brand kit is a big one. Big time saver here again, because it's keeping all of my logos. See, for the other business, my old InfoHound logos. Oh my goodness. There's my nonprofits logos. There we go. There's my Marketing Mojo. But the other cool thing about the brand kit, besides the fact that it's got the brand logos in here, come on, show me is that part of the brand kit is the ability to add in, there we are, fonts and brand colors. And that I have multiple color palettes. That was a big deciding factor for me when I went from free to pro. That it's automatically going to make the largest text when I create text and add it to a document. It's really easy to pull up and use Montserrat Railway, my fonts. It let me upload when I was working on 2 projects. This one is one that I've purchased. My nonprofit has that one. There's one brand. There's one nonprofit I've worked with. There's my other nonprofit's color palette. There's Mighty Mark and Mojo's color palettes. So being able to have multiple color palettes because it's part of your brand book is a really big deal and another time saver. It's another reason that I do advocate going pro, because why? Well, let's go over to one of these examples. I'm going to show you that this says mock-up examples because that's one of the coolest new features that's fully integrated into Canva. But this is a Facebook post. I picked a spring one, and okay, that's kind of cool and looks like it had feathers or splashes. These aren't my colors though. I'm like, that's fine. So having my brand palette in here makes it really easy to go and change that. Not only I can change that, it's kind of cool. It's picking up from the photos that are in the other posts in this design. And it shows you my default colors. And there's also a thing where it says, all right, so I'm going to pick this yellow. Oh, there's a lot of yellow. There's a lot of, that's actually, see, that's actually an image, not just one graphic element. But if I pick any of those, like, all right, I want to choose a new color. What do I want? A different, lighter, paler yellow. Down here, do I want to change all of them? I don't have to go into the design to figure out where that is. I'm like, yes, change all of the darker yellows to the light yellow. Well, that was simple and time saving. You know, the fact that I can make this change really quickly, that's multiple fonts because it's grouped. Dots, we're going to ungroup that. So I want just this one and water lily. Nice enough, not my font. All right, there we go. Now that's mine. Doesn't necessarily fit the design, but you saw how easy that was. And it's really easy to keep the template that they've already created and make it custom, make it personal, make it fit you and your brand without overthinking this. This is also true for example, I got some templates from Angelique Duffield, who's a graphic designer. She's a pro. She's phenomenal. And she was giving away templates in a giveaway or an event. And you can do that. That's something that people are now doing. They're selling, they're giving away. They've designed templates that you can use. I'm getting a whole bunch of new ones for social media as part of another package that I've purchased. And it's going to upload them into my account, where again, all I have to do is go off and change these colors and replace Angelique's photo with my photo. And she's even got instructions on what's included. And these are actually animated video mock-ups, which is really pretty cool. See, there's a mock-up, and these would be perfect for sales pages, for promoting a course, for promoting a webinar, for promoting your free gift. You didn't have to start from scratch. There are examples and templates that you can use. So I mentioned mock-ups. This was a big change. I have other software that lets me create a mock-up. What do we mean by a mock-up? We mean there's a photo and it's kind of like green screen. Okay, it lets you put your image in something that looks mocked up to look like a package, a t-shirt, a business card, a printed letter. Somebody's holding what looks like a brochure, in this case, a smartphone or a laptop. It helps people envision your digital items. It makes them more real for them. If it's a course, it's a service, it's downloadable, it's an ebook, it's an audio book. People like when they kind of see it and it feels kind of like more like a real thing. So we've all seen this. If you've seen anybody's course, you've purchased anything from anybody else as an online entrepreneur and a course creator, chances are they've got a product mock-up. And the slickest looking ones all were created with multiple layers and steps in Photoshop. And then there are other tools out there that make it easy for some of us to say, hi, this is a rendering of what looks kind of like a book, when we both know it's really just a digital PDF that you're getting, but it looks like a book, or it looks like a computer screen. And I used to have to go through that software and 15 more clicks, and then I'd wind up putting it back over here. You'll see there's an upload. There's probably an upload of one. I'm going to go see if I can find one. Come on, there's ones in here like this. Oh, there's one. There's one right there. There's one that looks like a spiral bound book that was created in other software that I then had to upload back into Canva so that I could then put it in one of my other images. It's doable, but it takes more time. Canva has now actually gone out and acquired smart mockups. They are now fully integrated into Canva. And those mockup templates are available inside of here. The step is now again that you create an image for whatever it is that you like. For example, I created the email marketing setup for success. It's an e-guide. I give it away. I created the image for the cover of it. It's in here, and I've saved it and then put it back into Canva so that it now it's a PNG file. It's one of my uploads inside of Canva, which means that now I can take something like this, and we're going to add a page here. I'm just going to, nope, we're not going to add notes. I'm going to duplicate a page. So now we've got, and I'm actually going to delete that for a second. And I'm going to put this over here. I think we got to do that this way. So the image is here. And then we're going to go to Effects. And so right up at the top, you see two of the coolest new integrated features. Canva's a little slow today, so sorry. And I am way caffeinated up. The other cool one that they've integrated in here is this one up here, the background remover. And I've got another one open for a second. So here is smart mockups. So if I've decided I want to have my email marketing setup guide, the cover that's done here, and I want to show it in a mock-up. Oh, there's t-shirts. Maybe I want it as a smartphone. You know what? We'll go with this one. I'm going to put it there, and it's going to do some voodoo magic, and it's going to think, okay, folks, that was nifty. That was way nifty, and that didn't require amazing skills on my part, and it didn't require 15 clicks or another tool inside Canva. If I want to put the guide on a t-shirt, I could do that. You have your logo and you want your logo to appear like somebody's wearing it on a t-shirt or a coffee mug, there are smart mockups for that. That's how you do it. You have the image that you want, and it's in your upload area. You drop it into whatever the size of the graphic that you're creating inside of Canva, and then Effects and Smart Mockup. I really think this is going to become a game changer for me. You're going to start seeing all of these on my course and my sales pages now, because it's going to be that much easier than using the other tools and the 15 additional clicks. The other coolest new feature is, so we're going to check it out. There's a headshot of me, and I threw in this cool color transition thing. I'm like, that's pretty cool. But we all know that one of the popular images, things that looks like when we have our headshots or our brand shots, that it's all with a completely white background. So again, that takes extra steps inside of Photoshop to do. Or it takes another tool that you use the other tool, and then you have to upload the image back into Canva. So Canva acquired the biggest AI one-click background remover tool that there is. So again, Effects, and you saw it, it's right up here at the top. I've clicked, and it's doing its magic. And while we're waiting here and talking, and I recaffeinate again, and I'll keep vamping. Throw any questions. Let me know if you're using Canva. Have you ever used Canva? I'd love to know what your favorite parts of Canva are. I'm really excited for those who've just signed up. I know that the folks who already love Canva, you know, Erica, some others, if you are loving a particular feature and you love something about Canva, drop it in the comment here or drop it in the comments in the Mighty Marketing Mojo Facebook group. Share some of your favorite creations if you like. In fact, this is a good time to remind you that I put a post in the Mighty Marketing Mojo Facebook group for Marketing Monday, which is asking you all to share with the community something that you are promoting this week, something that you'd like people to know that you are doing. got a blog post, got a video, have a new uh, email free gift that you want to share. I'm going to do that on a regular basis. There's going to be a post in the group, created them inside of Canva, and I've scheduled them, and it's a space and it's a thread for you to share what's going on. So if you've created a design, there's going to be time for, if you want eyeballs, you want feedback, come to the group and do that. And let's help each other out to get our marketing even better. But now you saw it took off the background. I'm looking pretty good there. And now my head's up there in the blue cloud. And you can see over here, there's an erase. So there's a little bit down in the bottom corner that I want to get rid of. So let's make this a little bit easier for me to see. And I'm going to go take that erase button. And there we go. And we're just going to erase that. And we're going to erase that too. And hopefully I haven't had so much caffeine that in fact, we're going to need to make the brush size a little smaller so that I do not accidentally erase my own arm. And come on, there we go. And because I don't want to get too close to my own arm, I might just go that far and smooth some of those edges out just a little bit and hit done. Okay, maybe not perfect down there at that corner edge, but that's okay. That was quick, and that required no significant skill on my part to have the one-click background removal. So I really think you're going to want to check that out going forward. So like I said, check out the templates. Check out, I sent an email there. I'm going to put a link in. They have a cool set of design course that's all about learning better with learning to make better pins. If Pinterest is part of your business model, about getting traffic, long-term traffic from Pinterest to your business, then you might want to check out, there is a design tool tutorial on creating better pins for Pinterest. You can see everything you want to ever do. Pie charts, bar charts, infographics. Infographics are inside of here. Animations. Oh, so that's actually a really cool one. So we'll talk about here. For example, I could animate. There are things you can do. We can crop, we can flip. We can add some effects in here. There is, okay, maybe not that. Oh, wait, hang on. No, it's over here on this side. So we can make presentations, so we can download them. There is a, oh, come on, come back here. There's the print, and other integrations that are available now, but there is a way to, it might be available only if I turn on the presentation option. There's a way to add simple animations. Like if you've ever done in PowerPoint, you had transitions and things flip, simple wipes. It adds a little bit of animation. You can then save it as a GIF, G-I-F. I say GIF. I'm a hard G GIF, not a GIF. GIF is peanut butter. You can save it as a GIF or as an MP4 file. And now you've got video for social media that you didn't have to be on camera for. So I think that's one of the really exciting things to test. In fact, if we were to go back to Canva at home, you can use one of the templates that is built in. It's under social media. It's called animated social media. There it is right there. So if we click that, it's going to create, and you can choose from the templates that they have, but it's going to add some animation. It's even going to let you put in maybe a little short video clip, and you get a 5-second or a 6-minute video. So you can see it's previewing over there in the window where you've got simple animations. You've got simple little things. You've got the squiggle that keeps drawing over there. There's some stuff that's happening on screen. Again, it's simple. It's eye-catching. It's going to catch more interest in the social media feeds, whether that's on Instagram, whether that's on Facebook. Super simple, short videos that are perfect for social media that don't require special skills involved. You choose one of their templates, and again, Let's see. Oh, wait, wrong button. Sorry. So the background there, for example, well, there we go. And, I can change those colors and make them something else more my own. But you see how easy this is. Picking a template, just adding in your colors and your fonts can make it yours, making sure that you've got your brand down here somewhere. And you can create super simple videos to use in your social friendly posts to change things up. And that didn't require a lot of extra skill. It didn't require an additional tool. There's other video tools out there. This is already built into Canva. A lot of the additional animations and stuff like that is in the Canva for Pro account, but some of this is also available in a little more limited, but there are things available in the Canva free. So I just want you to make sure, you're aware of just how much, sorry, you can going back to the Canva home screen, how much you can do with just this one tool that, we're talking about. They have, there we go, videos. There's entire video clips. You can create, in fact, there was a really cool one, a tip somebody else here shared with me. You have a course and you want to give people a highlight of your course. You could use Zoom or Loom and you create a quick 5 to 6 second clip of you scrolling through the modules of your course. You scroll through the resources for your course, 6 seconds. You can upload that into Canva and to drop it into either one of this video or one of the animated, social media posts, one of the templates, one of the mock-ups. And now you've got, that computer or that laptop screen and it looks like, that's your video playing. And that's just going to make it all even more impactful when you share and promote about your course. That you can design there. See, there you go. Design Facebook videos, stories for on Instagram and Facebook stories. There's a whole Facebook story set of templates, custom size. The other one is designing your entire email free gift, your lead magnet. Can be designed attractively, built from scratch with inside of Canva. There's templates that can help you do that under documents and reports. We can make those presentations. Nobody says that your email free gift has to be just a bunch of text. Text on Word is super easy and simple, but there are absolutely ways that we can do this with inside of, see, it's only showing me the Facebook posts, but within using documents, with using the marketing, using the templates that have already been created and are built into Canva without necessarily needing a lot of additional tools. I'm going to probably be doing some more things inside of Canva for my own email gifts and courses as well. The less you have to go bopping around from different tabs between different tools and doing a little bit of something here and a little bit of something there, the less you have to do of that, the easier it gets. The faster it gets, the more you get done, and you are not getting into a giant time suck with your marketing. We all need graphics. We all need visuals in our business, but they don't have to take us so much time. They do not have to be designed by, well, they can be designed by professionals. They can be designed by the folks who designed everything inside of Canva. Do what's easy and what lets you get out there consistently. If this is the tool that helps you be consistent with your branding, your look, your colors, your feel, your vibe, you're more consistent means you're going to be out there more. If it's easy, you're going to get it done and you're going to get it to put out there more. The last thing I will show you is that Canva has built in a content planner. This is a content scheduling tool. So instead of downloading your images from Canva and then uploading them again into Buffer or Hootsuite or several of the other tools, you can push and schedule things directly. In this case, this was scheduled and it went out. There's the time. That was when it was published to Facebook. Now there was a little glitch I was having last week where I had designed a series of 10 different images and I wanted to pick a different image to go out on different days. And it wasn't letting me do that until the first one had been published. But the other really cool thing is it'll let me go back and it'll let me either create a new, or it's going to go back and I can choose anything from my library. So I can go back and I can pull quotes that I did months ago. If I want to do this one again for the holidays, I want to do this one about email. Any of them that are in the past, as well as any of the ones that have been created that I've done recently, I can choose from them and schedule them directly to Facebook from in here. I believe I can also pin them. There's several other platforms you can't send directly to Instagram because we all know Facebook and Instagram's API is tied down pretty tight, and they have a very limited number of tools that will schedule and post things directly to Instagram. They're working on some things, but the point is, especially if Facebook is your jam and you're already creating your images for Facebook inside of Canva, I'd really say check out the content planner because you might not need another additional tool. You might not have to download and then re-upload images. So just another tool, another time-saving tip to potentially check that out. So play around. Play around with Canva. Start with the design school. Start with their tutorials. Check out the templates that already exist and use your colors and your fonts first. Do not start from scratch. You don't have to. There's plenty of stuff that's in there that looks good. You will find a few templates that fit you and your style and go with those. Because if you can make it easy, then you can make it consistent. If you can make it consistent, your marketing will have more power and more oomph. You will find your mojo that way. So I hope you come back with me next week. We're going to be talking about email and content through the rest of the month of March. And I am still thinking about doing another deeper dive into Canva and talking about using all the features in Canva to do what we need to do in terms of our marketing. If you're interested in that, drop me a comment down below in the video that says you want to know about the Canva course, because if I get enough interest, then I will absolutely do that this year. I've been talking about it long enough. Maybe it's time. So in the meantime, go off, play, be creative, have a mighty rest of your week.